What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this one, I wanted to share the 4 stages of starting and scaling your consulting coaching agency business. This is for people with niche expertise that want to market it. It's people for the service that want to scale it, coaches that want to grow their business. I really see it as 4 stages of growth, okay? And these are the stages that I've experienced, that my buddies have experienced, that I've seen in the market. These are the stages that our clients have seen. We've served over 400 people at this point with this specific 0 to 4 process. And I wanted to show you and break it down for you so you have a lot more clarity on what it's going to take to start or scale your existing business, okay? So the importance of this video, in my opinion, is bar none. Like, if you don't know what to do next, then you don't know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, then you're stalled and you'll never grow. So really, watching this video and implementing it, and not watching this video and not implementing it, or listening to this podcast, or wherever you are, is the difference between, as much control and scale in your business as you want, or very little scale, no control, and not ultimately growing your business to the stage that you want it to. So let's talk about this first 0 stage. This is what I call the proof of concept stage, okay? The first stage, so 0 is proof of concept. All right, that's what we call it, and I'll explain what that is here in a second. The first stage is the starter / scaling stage, okay? The second stage is the systems. Let me get my stylus back here. Systems / operations stage. Systems and operations. The third stage is team / cold marketing. Okay, and this is when you really start to scale up your marketing, okay? And the last stage, which is what I'm going through right now, is culture, synergy within your company and in your team. And it is extreme product market fit. All right, so I'm going to reference this first page as we go on, but let me talk about this 0 stage. A lot of our clients, I'd say, a lot of them start at 0. We serve a lot of these zeros. We serve a lot of the 0s, 1s, and 2s. That's kind of what we serve a lot of, even though really we can help anybody. We just seem to attract those. So this is 0 stage. Essentially, what you're trying to do with this 0 stage to get to the first one, I'd say 0 is, either nothing coming in to 10, maybe 15,000 a month, okay? 0 to 1. 1 is actually making the leap. Once you're doing this, you're at the first stage. But to make the leap from nothing to something, you need a few things. You first need a solid offer. So this is something that you know how to sell. Either you've been trained on how to sell it, or it is a transformation you know how to deliver, and it's worth at least $2,000. At least $2,000. Lifetime value throughout 3 months, maybe. Okay, if that feels like a lot of money to you, welcome to the world of marketing, dude. We start with the offer, we start with the product. Really, for our clients, the first thing we do if they don't have an offer is we help them build this offer between $2,000 and $5,000. Okay, if they're a total beginner. If they've got some experience and want a better offer, we'll help them build it from $2,000 all the way up to $20,000. Okay, really depending on their service. One of our clients today, actually, after I get done recording this video, we're hopping on a group call inside of our community. We've got a guy selling a $7,000 offer. He raised his price from $3,000 to $7,000 with our help, and now he did $50,000 his first 30 days because he understands the stuff I'm about to tell you. All right, so that's step 1. You have to have an offer. And if you're thinking, okay, what is an offer? Well, an offer is essentially the transformation that you deliver, because your market is at a certain state right now, and they want to get to a certain state that they desire. And your offer should bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to get. This is where, your offer comes in. It bridges this gap. So for example, you could be delivering Facebook ads to, lawyers. You could be delivering weight loss training to people who are insecure or don't like their weight. You could be offering, fitness. You could be offering life coaching. You could be offering, finance coaching. You could be offering like bookkeeping. You could be offering like how to get into real estate. You could be offering, who knows, right? Any of this. But essentially your market is at a certain place. They want to get to a certain place. And 0 to 1, this gap is starting to understand what your offer is and starting to make your first sales. Taking them from this state to this state. And then effectively creating that transformation for a client. So that's what we call proof of concept. Okay, this is when you make a sale, and because they invested with you, they move from this state to this state. Okay, very simple. It's not about the complexity of your offer. It's not about how many people you have on your team. I've got a one-to-one client right now. They're doing about $120,000 a month, but he's spending $50,000 of it on employees, and he can't scale because he can't do valuable activities because all he's focused on is his team. This is the same equivalent problem at this 0 to 1 jump is having lack of clarity on your offer. You have to know what is your offer and how do you sell it. Lack of clarity kills people at this level. The other thing that kills people is lack of action. People can know everything that they need to do. They can know every single piece of the pie and just not take action. Or they want results too quickly. They're kind of greedy with their results. They want it quick and they're not willing to put in the work. A lot of these zeros, man, it's not just technical. It's also what's going on in their head. It's what's going on in their heart. It's what's going on, in their personal lives, right? They've got weird issues that they need to deal with. They've got things that they struggle with. They've got like life-dominating habits that they can't get rid of. People they need to get out of their life so they can focus, right? I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff. So these zero guys, there's a lot more than just the offer, but they basically just need to offer basic marketing. So how to join like a group and market there, get clients from there. We've helped clients get to like $20,000 a month their first like 30 days just from that. Okay, we've got just how to sell, basics of sales, basics of delivery, and then mindset. That's what these guys need. That's what we've seen, right? You guys need to upgrade your mentality and actually get after your goals and stop settling for where you are in your life right now. All right, so 1 to 2, this is an interesting jump. In my opinion, this is when people jump from, 10 to 20,000 a month to, 50,000 a month and around there, So 50K, like 40 to 50 to 60, this range, okay? And a lot of these guys, they'll bounce around these range. So they'll have like a 50,000, then a 60,000, then a 40,000 a month, and then it'll kind of, be a little bit up and down and within this range, right? A lot of these guys are actually a lot more stable. It's very consistent, 15 a month. Right? Because they don't have to do a lot of work to maintain it because they don't have a lot of clients and not a lot of marketing. With this over here, there's a lot of different variables, a lot of different things changing. So to make this jump, if we go back to the first page, I can explain it. It's basically just scaling what worked. So once we've identified a marketing process that works, once we've identified an offer that works, you got to do two things. A, do more of the marketing. I know this sounds overly simple, but this is like, you'd be surprised how many people are at this 1 and don't even realize how easy it is to get to 2. And B, raise your prices. Raise prices. Change nothing else about your business. You might have to have some better systems for supporting more clients, who knows? But more marketing. If you've gotten to 10,000 a month, you definitely can sell. You've definitely got a good offer. You can scale. You need to do more marketing. That means more promo. You need to get really used to living on a constant promo cycle. All right, you are always promoting your offer. You don't go a day without making an offer to get on the phone, to a sale that you're running, or you've got a specific offer for a specific type of person. Hey, for the next 24 hours, if you move forward today, we'll give you a little bonus. You start to build your audience maybe inside of your profile, inside of your group, whatever it is, right? You're running constant promo cycle to get to this next stage. Plus, you're raising your prices, because once you've already sold, if you've even sold 50,000 of your offer and you've had happy clients, to me, you've got to have at least one solid case study in that group. You got to have at least one client that got results in that group. Okay. So to go from 1 to 2, it's more marketing and raise your prices, because people buy results. Right? They don't buy your delivery process. They buy where they want to get. They buy results. Okay? So if you can justify, say, hey, look, this guy went from, 250 pounds to, 180 in X time frame without, Y thing. Like, so he went from 250 to 180 in, a year without sacrificing foods he loves. Like, dude, that's a result. People will pay for that. So you can raise your prices. Raise them from 1,000 to, 4. At least triple your prices. At least, because you got to understand people buy the result, okay? So that's what you got to do to go from 1 to 2. Raise your prices, more marketing. If you are a coach, this is when you should move into a group coaching program, or you should build a program out, like a course. A lot of people have this false belief that, like, oh, I can't sell a course for hire. It's not my time. Dude, you got to let go of that. It is about your ability to get your clients results, not whether you're spending time with them or not. As I'm growing my business, more and more people are stepping up to be coaches, and I'm spending less and less time with my clients, but they're actually getting more results, if not the same level of results that they were once getting. It hasn't changed anything. My time spent in the community does not correlate to their ability to get results. They get actually better results now, because if I have, say, a head coach that understands everything that we do for our clients and can implement, diagnose problems, and solve them, and he spends 6 to 8 hours a day helping clients, they're going to get better results, because I can't actually do that. Or if you build out a program, right, or a course, that course can focus on your client better than you can, because you're running marketing, sales, everything else, right? So back to the first page. That's 0 to 1. 1 to 2, like I said, is systems and operations. Okay, so 1 is like 50,000 a month, and this is actually where you don't take much of a revenue leap, right? So 2 to 3. This is stage 2. Stage 3, I don't say you take much of a revenue leap. You probably will jump up to like 70,000, because you'll have a little bit more like time to prospect, but really you're just building a better delivery process in the back, getting ready for the leap from 3 to 4. Better delivery. That means team, coaches, building out your program, making sure that your clients are stoked on you and you've got great content, okay? And you won't actually have much more revenue. Like I said, 20,000 a month isn't a huge difference at 50, right? But you will have significantly more time. What you've done at this stage is you've bought yourself time. Better team, coaches, build your program out, have a good onboarding process, have a good leadership team, have somebody on board that can act as that leader, help make some key decisions while you focus on, marketing, sales, and building this program out to be as valuable as possible, hiring the right coaches to be as valuable as possible, building the right team to be as valuable as possible for your clients and for the internal operations of your business. Okay, so you don't actually make a lot more money at this stage. This is interesting. So a lot of people break these stages into just purely money, but I think it's important not to just measure your business on money, but actually on how much time you have, because focus, let me write this word out, your ability to focus is literally the difference between a business that does $5,000 a month and $500,000 a month. So at stage 3, you really bought yourself time to focus. You should be able to run your business at just under $1 million a year completely on autopilot. You should, okay? That's what you should be able to do. So if we go back to this slides here, or the main, 2 to 3 is team and then cold marketing. So when I say cold marketing, by buying yourself time, you can now focus on more scaled marketing. In your team, you should have at least one sales rep or appointment setter or somebody to actually help you generate and make calls, right? If you're doing organic marketing, they should be setting meetings for you. If you are doing paid marketing, they should be taking the calls. Who knows, right? But you need to be focusing either on advertising or extremely high leverage organic. Things like, joint ventures, things like, getting on massive podcasts, things like, posting high leverage, posting your results into communities, posting, and sharing the transformations of yourself and your clients, okay? You can write up tons of copy and just give it to your appointment setter or your sales rep and just have them do it, right? For ads, just build a basic video sales letter funnel. You can check ours out, treycockrum.com/case study. And this is actually literally yesterday we had a $15,000 day purely from this basic funnel. All right, so it's very powerful. Case study. Go check it out. It's great training. Really, really good training. If you like the YouTube, you like the podcast, this is going to be way better. All right. And then once you've scaled up organic, dude, now you've mixed two extremely powerful variables. Because a lot of people, they focus purely on front end. They focus purely on, getting more clients, getting more marketing, whatever. But the problem is you need to have the right back end and the right front end. But you don't want to build the front end first. If you build the front end, it becomes this absolute demon that takes all of your time and you can't scale your business. If you build the back end first and you're doing already $1 million a year, and then all of a sudden you kick in some good front end, that demon, it goes from being a demon to being the most powerful action you can commit in your business, because now you've got the back end to support the front end. So if you have got a back end, you've got an offer worth $4,000, maybe $3,000, all the way up to $20,000. Now 1,000 views online means a potential $50,000, right? Versus when you were running the business, you were taking all the sales calls, you were manually delivering, you were doing one-to-one, you didn't have a program, you didn't have a process. That 1,000 views probably meant like $5,000 because you had to take the call, you had to work with the client, you just spend more time. The more views you got, the more time you had to spend on your business. It was like this negative spiral, right? So build this thing up, then build the front end. This is how you scale. This is how we've gotten some of our clients to like 2 to 5 million a year. Okay? So these are the stages. You can see how quickly this goes from proof of concept to an incredible leap. All right? Now, lastly, this is culture, synergy, product market fit, okay? This leap is probably the most important one. This is when you lock in, and we're doing this right now in our business. This is when you lock in your growth. This is when you basically say, all right, we're here for the next 10 years. This is purely about having talent that loves working with you. This is purely about having an offer that the market needs. This is about having a team that will go above and beyond in every single possible way. It's about having absolute synergy in your culture. Loving the people you work with and them loving you right back. All right? If I go back to the first page, another one of the things I put is product market fit. You should have already established product market fit at proof of concept, but you can add more product market fit at this point. You know how you bought yourself time earlier? Well, you can add certain things to your offer that convert. Like, for example, if we had literally everything in our offer that we have today, but we took out our sales script, because we give people the sales script that we've tested over 1,200 calls, right? So we've got 1,200 case study calls, actually closing real clients. So we're like, all right, take our sales script. It's free with the program. If we didn't have that, we'd have way less product market fit, right? So you now get to add these little things to your product that make people just love your product. They're like, holy cow, this is what I need. You can now add daily coaching calls, which is one of the things we added that just changed the game. Daily support calls over Zoom, right? We've got a script. We've got 6 hours of sales training. We've got all these things in our program that people are just they're dying over because I've got the time to work on the program. So hopefully this makes sense. Now that you've built the back end, build the front end to support it, build things that really call out your target market and make them want to be a part of your program so desperately that if they don't invest with you, they feel bad about it later, right? That's what you should build. So these are the 4 stages. This is what we work with our clients on. This is what we're going through in our own business. And hopefully this video makes sense to you. These stages are worth, tens of millions of dollars to me. And I haven't heard anybody else break it into 4 stages, but these are the stages that I see. This is what I've gone through, what you'll be going through if you're a beginner or you already are experienced. You're at maybe that first stage, $10,000 to $20,000 a month. I implore you, really think about that first to second leap. Honestly, it will take a lot of time. The first 3 to 6 months can be a lot of work. But once you've done it, you can systemize it, put people in place, and then all of a sudden, you've got a $50,000 a month business that runs easier than your $10,000 a month business ran. And that's what I want for our clients. That's what I want for myself. And that's why I made this video. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below and comment anything. Be sure to reach out to us with any questions. Watch our full training, link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.